What's up, Metal Maniacs? This is Angelo from Raider, and we would like to wish Metal Messiah Radio a happy 15th anniversary.
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, let's go. Here we have, once again, from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, from Thrash, Death Metalist Raider. Please help me once again welcoming them back to the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio to talk about their upcoming sophomore release, Trial by Chaos, due out April 7th, 2023. Joining us once again, we have vocalist Angelo Bonaccorso and lead guitarist Gabe Rosa. Welcome back to the Metal Meltdown, guys. How are you doing out there? And thank you once again for this opportunity.
Hey, thanks for having us, Dave. Great to be back.
Hey, Dave, good to see you or hear you.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure, and thank you for sharing the news about your new offering and sending me the Trial by Chaos single. Blew my mind. You sound like you've gotten even stronger than you were, and you're a very strong band. Just want to mention that last time we had this opportunity was for your debut full offering, Guardian of the Fire, and that was during the beginning of COVID, and I'd like to know what's been going on with the band ever since then, and how badly the COVID messed up your touring plans, because I think everything shut down just about the time that we did the interview. Everything shut down.
Yeah, so we dropped it, yeah, right, literally at the beginning of that. So it did cause us to have to cancel our Canadian run, but we pushed forward with the release and got some great feedback on it, and just kind of focused on writing the next record, moving forward and just continuing on.
And now we're here to talk about your upcoming release, Trial by Chaos. I'm just interested to know, I've noticed there's been some changes in the lineup, and it looks like you're a four-piece now. Would you like to talk about the changes in the band and what is Raider as we know as of 2023?
Sure, yeah. So we have a couple of the guys that Bennett from Cathartic Demise has filled in a bunch of times before with us, and he's kind of in the band now. So like we're and then we have Chip as well, which is playing bass in Cathartic Demise, and they're still a band, and they're just they had the slower period, and you know what I mean. We kind of combined forces in a way, and like we all kind of want to do the same thing, and so we have this lineup here that we're going to play a bunch of shows with, supporting this new record here, Trial by Chaos. So it's sounding pretty tight. And then for drums, we had Angus as well before. We parted ways with him, and he's got his own thing going. And then we are kind of trying to figure that out in terms of a permanent drummer solution. But we might be pretty solid for shows and all that stuff. We have musicians that we kind of a network, you know what I mean? We help each other out. We can fill in on tours and things of that nature, you know what I mean? So we're still figuring out the full lineup, but for right now, the lineup is the four-piece, us, which is me on guitar, Bennett on the other guitar, Chip on bass, and then Angelo on vocals there.
Okay, Chip. Now that his name is Aaron Tanner. Is that his full name?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I noticed that, and I'm like, oh, so yeah. It seems like Raider is known for overcoming obstacles. So this is just another obstacle that you're going to overcome.
Always, man. It's always a grind, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Moving forward, it's like you gotta find solutions to do so if things are working, or they're not, right? So.
Right. So I'm happy to hear that you'll be able to still do touring and in the events that follow to get a full-time drummer, but you have people filling in for you so you can still do the shows. That's really important. So I'm glad you're not going to miss out on doing tours again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, our focus really is just on making good music. Like, Gabe writes the songs, right? And I write the lyrics and the vocals. And that's really been our process since the beginning. And we're just, we have been collaborating too on a lot of the leads on the new record as well, which was, he had some great input on the new record. He wrote all of his own leads on those songs, and we're really happy with them. And but that's really what we're focused on, is just writing good music, right? Like, I mean, lineup stuff, that's normal, right? Like, it's just kind of a normal thing to happen to bands.
It happens.
A lot of people want to talk about it, right? Just because it's like, it just like the band looks different and stuff like that. But that's just, I don't know. I've always just seen it as a normal thing, right? Bands just kind of, go through lineup changes at times, right?
Well, your music is very strong, and from what I'm hearing, you're even stronger than your previous offering. So I'm really stoked about the full offering and you have a great process that you have between you and Gabe and Angelo. You're really doing a fine job. So it works, and so keep doing what you do, and we'll always be here to talk about it with every release you have there. So where was this recorded, by the way? Trial by Chaos, and did the band go through changes before the recording, or did this all happen after the recording?
Yeah, like the changes happened post recording. I mean, in terms of us parting ways with our drummer, but Ben was very involved with the production of the record. So we spent a lot of time, the three of us at Nomadic Art Studios and at Monolithic Productions, recording and producing and kind of going, through the process of getting this thing going.
Very cool. And where was actually the studio that this was all recorded in?
So we did two studios. So we did the drums in Toronto, and we did the rest of the recording, vocals, guitars, bass in Guelph, at our friend's studio in Guelph.
Oh, okay. And he's the one that did the mastering and producing, because you really have, I mean, you have a strong band, the sound quality and everything. You have everything going for you. It sounds like this is the music I really love.
Yeah, we there were a couple of hands in it for sure. Like, we had a bunch of our friends kind of supporting on the production side, just giving their notes and stuff like that as we went along. We also, put a lot of effort just in ourselves in producing it and making it sound the way it does. But in terms of the recording, Alex Snape and Tyler Williams at each of the respective studios that I mentioned, Monolithic Productions and Nomadic Arts, they're the ones that really helped us capture that and what we were looking for, and really reach kind of that sound, that huge kind of open and booming kind of mix that we were looking for. Tyler mixed it, and then we had Jamie King, who also mastered our previous record, Guardian. He mastered this one as well, so he really capped it off there. So a lot of hands were involved in making it sound the way that it does, and we're really happy with it.
No doubt, yeah. You must be very happy with it. And the artwork for the new album is really, I mean, it pops. It's great artistry. Who designed this CD art for you?
Yeah, so we worked with a new artist this time, Mitchell Nolte. He's from Australia. I had seen some of his work for a couple of other bands that I'm really into, particularly the band Based from Denmark, I believe they're from. I think they're a Danish band. And he had done the art for a couple of their records, and I had seen his artwork just around in the community. So I reached out to him to see if he was available, and then we just were very easygoing with the collaboration, and he was able to listen to the music and read the lyrics and kind of make something that reflected, I think, what we made really well.
Very cool. And this is self-released again, or are you working with a label for distribution, or what's the process? What's the game plan for you?
Yeah, it's self-released for sure. We are hopefully on the next record we can get something going, maybe with a label or something like that. For this time around, looks like we're just trying to push it all ourselves, and by working with other guys, PR and all that stuff, to push the record as much as we can, and then just booking some tours and just getting out there, kind of thing, promoting it that way.
Yeah, I remember last time I heard from John Asher, who sent me the promos, and that's how I was able to get the interview with you. But this time we just did it together without anybody else getting in the middle, which is fine, actually. But it's early yet, I know, because the release is a couple months away. But it's going to always be great to get with you and talk about your music. And I noticed something that I think is really cool, that you have now a link tree, which has probably the best way for the fans to keep up with you on all your social media sites. I'm not sure if it has Bandcamp associated with it, but it might. So I would think that the Linktree would be the best place for a fan of Raider to get your music, to follow you on whether it be Facebook or Instagram or...
Yeah, absolutely. So the Linktree has everything, including Bandcamp. And if you guys want to support us and see us play in your city, the best way to do that is to hop on that Bandcamp, and buy our record, for sure. Give us a follow on Spotify, stream the music, whatever you can do to help us out and get us to where you're at. We'd love to come play. So,
and that's Linktree/Raider Official. Very simple.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
And it's the one place you go to find everything you need to know about Raider. So save that link and you're good to go. And what do you currently, or what do you plan on having as far as merch besides the CD, besides the digital downloads? What will you have available for your fans?
So we have some pre-orders up right now, actually, for a T-shirt and a long sleeve for the new album with the new album artwork. So that's what we're going to have for now, just to start off with. And then hopefully in the near future, once we're playing more shows and we are able to hit the road, we'll be able to offer some more.
Very cool. And let's talk about your live performances. Obviously, because of what we discussed earlier with your previous release and COVID happening, we were never really able to talk about live performances. So since that time, could you share with us some of your highlights from your past performances? And if you have anything lining up to go with like your CD release party or anything that you're able to talk about, we'd love to hear it as far as future shows that may be lining up for you.
We played a few shows around Ontario here this year or last year, but really we want to do some longer runs and all that, especially with the new record to promote it. So we're working on that, and hopefully we should be able to have some announcements soon on that. We're working really hard to just be, logistically figure all that out and be able to get to as many places as we can with this new record kind of thing. So, yeah, we're trying to do as much as we, go everywhere, do as much as we can with this new record.
I hear that. Do you actually have a scheduled CD release party?
We have a CD release party. We just haven't announced it yet, kind of thing. But it'll be probably sometime in the spring there, to line up with the album release there. We'll have something to announce pretty soon, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right.
And like Gabe said, right, we got to play some shows again last year, once we were able to again, and it was great. It was great to be back and to be playing live again, and we had a really warm welcome in the cities that we were able to play around here, and had an awesome time playing again. So it feels good to be back and doing that.
No doubt. And I checked out your YouTube. It's Raider at Raider Metal on YouTube, and I saw a couple of your new single, I guess you could audio videos for the Trial by Chaos and Rite of Conquest. But I'm curious to know what your plan is for future music or lyric videos for the Trial by Chaos album.
Well, speak of the devil, we just got back late last night, early this morning from finishing a shoot for our first video for the record, so it's in the works.
That's cool. Could you talk about that, or is that on the lock and key right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it'll definitely be coinciding at some point where along April 7th line around there. Hopefully we can have that out when the record comes out.
Okay, very cool. So I appreciate you telling us that there will be videos, and that's something always a pleasure to look for, and we'll look for that come springtime, I guess, right? And yeah, I also want to thank you from the last time to mention about Cathartic Demise, because actually that led me getting with them for an interview for their new album, and it's quite ironic that they paired up with you for now. You're like joined forces, and that's really, for me, that's a cool thing, because how much you mentioned them, that they're your friends, and now they're like with Raider. That's awesome. Well, part of it,
Oh, hell yeah, man! They're great musicians. They have great chops, and they want to play the same kind of music we do as well. So
this works. This helps. And any updates on your gear, or any updates on your day jobs? Anything you'd like to talk about with that?
We're just working as much as we can to basically put money into promoting this new record, essentially, right? So that's where we're at with that. And in terms of gear, it's we pretty much play Jackson guitars and stuff like that, pretty much always. Marshall amps, PV. I don't know, SM57s. Yeah, we love Jacksons, man. That's what we love for guitars, and even Chip on bass. He loves Jacksons too. He has got a Jackson of his own there on the 4 strings. So, um, for the foreseeable future, we're gonna keep rocking it old school. Half stacks and blasting it.
Cool. Now, are you associated with any other bands besides Raider? Do you actually play in anything else? I mean, are you involved in any other bands?
No, only Raider. Old
That
school.
gets
One
all
man.
your attention. That's why your music sounds so good, because you're focused on it.
Laser focus.
Yeah, that's great. And at this time, would you like to say anything to the Raider fans that are tuning in right now?
You know what? I would. I want to say thanks a lot, guys, for all the support. We really appreciate you. If you want to support us and see us play in your city, best way to do that is to hop onto our Bandcamp, pre-order our record, pre-order some merch, and give us a follow on Spotify or wherever you stream, and follow us on all our social media to see when the dates are posted, because we will be coming. We will be coming for you, all of you.
Tell your promoters about us too. Tell your local promoters about us. Tell them you want to see us if you dig the stuff, kind of thing. So appreciate it all.
Awesome. Now, do you think you'll be ever coming to my neck of the woods, or even crossing the border to America? Is that a possibility?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's where our focus is at for sure. Working out the visas and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's where our focus is. That's where we want to head.
That's great news. I'm very glad to hear that. I know sometimes that's difficult for some bands, so I wish you the best of luck on that. And
Yeah, no, shouldn't be a problem for us. We're just waiting. It's just a waiting game, really.
I see. That's good.
Patience. We must have patience with your homeland security.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And then, Angelo and Gabe, I want to thank you again for spending time with us on Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio to talk about Trial by Chaos, to get the fans to know what's coming up for you. And I just want to make sure that we covered everything. Is there anything else that we could bring to the people that we haven't discussed? We mentioned about the video. We mentioned that we'll be touring and working on getting a permanent drummer, and we wish you the best of success with that. We're really happy you have this new music, and just want to make sure if there's anything else that you want to mention, that we give you that opportunity.
No, absolutely. We appreciate that, Dave, and thanks for having us again. It's always great to talk to you. I would just repeat the same mantra that I had from before, which was, if you want to support us and see us play live, best thing you can do is give us a follow on everything, socials, Spotify, go follow our Bandcamp, and the absolute best thing you can do to support us is to pick up our music, right? Actually pick up a CD, pick up some merch, and that's going to help us get to where you're at so that we can blast your face off.
Excellent. Listen to that, fans. Get the music. And all right. Thank you again for the interview, guys. And I want to wish everyone in Raider, everyone associated with Raider, a great 2023. I hope you do sell out of your future shows. And I can't wait to see your videos. And the opportunity to see you live will be really great. And keep doing what you do. And we'll always be here to talk about it. If it's in 3 years or 5 years or next year, whenever you have new music, I'd love to talk to you about your music. I love your music, and I always will. You have a really great system, the two of you, the way you write together, the music, the lyrics. I really enjoy your music, and my dream is to see you and Divine Chaos together on the same show.
Well, hopefully we do. Hopefully we can see you. We'll come by. We'll come by the ice cream truck, and we'll be able to hang out a little bit, and we'll be in your neck of the woods soon. Thanks so much for having us, Dave. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, Dave.
No, it was always a pleasure. I look forward to the next time. Let's go crank up some more Raider. Let's crank it up loud.